Talk to me about that whole process, about like, how did you decide I'm going to go and try and do that?
Well, it wasn't a dream of mine to be on a competition television show. I Being in front of people is scary enough. Having people judge you for their living is way worse.
Yeah.
You're opening the
Yeah.
floodgates for all the worst kinds of criticism in the world. But I had the opportunity to audition, and um, I asked the people who were closest to me, what do you think about me doing this? And most of them were saying the same question. They were like, well, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, I want to encourage people. I want to show that it's okay to fail. I want to be a living proof of somebody who fails consistently and keeps getting up. I want to show a different side of what a disability looks like and make people smile. And they're like, well, why wouldn't you want to do it on a bigger scale? What's the worst that can happen?
Mm.
And so I went out on that stage with no intention of getting a golden buzzer. I didn't truly even know what that meant. I had not like religiously watched the show. I've never seen one of those moments and known what that connected to. And
Yeah.
even if you get a golden buzzer, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a viral sensation that takes over the world, you know.
Yeah.
No one had any clue as to what was about to happen. But my intentions were, I want to encourage one person. And if I can start one conversation or change one person's viewpoint as to how their day is, then even if I get X'd off the show, it's 100% a win. And I think that ended up being the calming factor that got me through the audition. And
Yeah.
it ended up being a crazy situation. That video collectively, like the one on Facebook, has been seen over 300 million times, and then there's another version of it that's been seen 100 million times, and then the other one on YouTube is like 40 million. You add them all together and it's over
There's a 70
600.
million
Yeah,
as
like
well.
a crazy amount of views. And
Yeah.
it's been something where like I'll go to Nepal and I'll be on the top of a mountain in the middle of BF nowhere, and there's a plane that's held together with hope and duct tape and bird poop, and there's five people on this flight, and I'll turn and one of them's like, golden buzzer, and I'm just like, how like I had the incredible opportunity to encourage masses, and not for being the best singer on the show or the most flashy or the most beautiful or the most dramatic. I got to touch people's lives because it was just myself and just a real fragile human being who had been through a lot, who just wanted to encourage other people. And I think that that spoke volumes.
You did. It was amazing. I guess you have very fond memories of that day.
Sort of. I was very sick.
Oh yeah.
I had bronchitis at the time, and then from
No
that
way.
point at through the end of the show, I ended up having pneumonia. I was in the hospital on Hollywood Boulevard during the show.
What?
So like I was singing Release Me, and in the back of my mind I was like, release me, let me go. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
no, like that day, the first day was like, God, I want to say 15 hours. Like by the time the golden buzzer part happened, I was so tired. I didn't hardly know what was going on anymore. And then there was still another 2 or 3 hours that we had to be there. And so it was I think that at the very end of the audition that you can see on online, you hear me say, what just happened? Because I truly didn't know. And it was something I was sharing a room with my dad because he came with me, and he was on his bed and I was on my bed, and neither one of us were sleeping because we were just so like unaware of life at that point. And I would just like every 5 minutes I'd just like, what just happened? He's like, your life just changed. I don't know how it changed, but your life just changed. And I like put my head back on the pillow. What do you think's going to happen? And he's like, I've got no idea, like, and we were both just giggling and just not sure what was going to happen. And then it came out and it was crazy.
Thanks for watching that clip. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and check out the full episode. All links are in the description. Be nice, be happy, be cool.